Hi and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm back at the Etihad. I'm going to get straight on with it because I did see from the road we've got quite a bit of new stuff to look at. So the first thing is, let's say they've obviously done the end beams, but they've also started the very end beam, as you can see there. Which looks like they're currently tying it into the others. So people's fear is of it will be in smaller sections because the shape appears to be correct. I'll get up and go and look at it from further round. I see from SS Sky's video yesterday that they'd done like this end one since my last visit, and obviously the ones in the middle. It looks like this one's gone up, and the attaching pieces quite quickly. I'll just move around. I'm sorry, I have to zoom out while I move. There you can see the shape better from there. So there's still the end to go on that central one. Still those two without railings on. You can only presume they're not going to get them now. So there's still the two beams to go on that left hand side. So they're working these two together at once. That's put like a real curve on the roof to sort of match in with the rest now. So some comments was it looked a bit flat, but it's not really, not when you see they've added more of this gantry, whether it's for speakers, floodlights, not really sure. Only two sections of it that end so far. You got, yet again, I'm presuming that will go all the way across. What I've not done for a while is drop down in the stadium. Let's see what's going on below me before I do that. As you can see, I'm well back from the actual stand. There we go, you can see. Nice and clear all the way through now. And say once them boards are moved, and exactly how that will all join up as a one large stand. I get nice and high so I can move round. See what that crane is attaching to. Nothing at the moment. So the next bit I want to do, but I think it's going to be in the shade unless they show up. I spotted this from SS Guy's video. And that is these bars in the middle of your screen as I'm going along, which are the supports for the roof that come from the spires. They are actually going to be bars and not cables. We learned that from Sisk on the tour. So there you can see the eyes at the end. I imagine they're on both ends. If they're going to go up full length, which I imagine they would do. Yeah, they are. You can see the eyes the other end. So they're going from, move round out the way of the crane. So there you can see the eyes on one end, and then I have seen somewhere. Don't think it's them, they're bigger than that. Unless it is them ones you can see there now. No, that's more like it. So they go from there to there. They will look like the cables of the rest of the stadium, but so they're going to be bars. So cladding. Still nothing external. See this block reaching its final layers. So this block, I believe, is going to be one of the, after the stand, will be the next sort of bit to finish. Mainly because the fitting out of the hotel will take a lot longer than sort of office block. The people did ask, why is there stones on the roof? Now, all I know is if it's like a bit like a traditional flat roof, they often have little stones on, and that's just to keep some moisture on it, so like the felt doesn't crack. And I imagine this is the very similar. I don't know, because obviously it's a bigger scale than a flat roof on a house. But excuse me, I imagine the process is very similar. It just protects that top layer of felt from the sort of harsh sun. I wonder if I can see those clearer from this way. So there's obviously the roof truss. There you can see the ends of those bars, taking up considerable amount of space. Trying to think what else I know. See, people keep asking, is that office block one going to connect to the stand? And it is. And that was a question asked on the CISC event when we went to it, and it's basically until the roof beams, trusses. Apparently, I've been calling them trusses and they're beams, so I'm going to try and call them beams from now on. Until the beams and everything's finished being lifted from there, they can't like join it up. So imagine as soon as this sort of lifting, the bars have gone on, I guess, you'll start seeing that block joined up, the hotel joined up quite quickly once they started it. I don't think what else I've missed. I don't think the cladding on the end has changed much. What I did want to see was see, there's a grey support there, but it's got a yellow end top on it, so I don't know if that means it's temporary or not, because we're led to believe anything yellow is temporary and anything grey is staying. So is that part staying and then the yellow bit will be removed? I'm not sure, but I presume obviously there is going to be more posts going from there to there, and then I guess the side will be cladded like the rest of this. So this end where the screens go in, just block work at the moment. Now this must be the other two pieces of this last beam. In fact, you can see the bend. You can see the bend in this one. Yet again, it's only me presuming. I presume they're going to sort of fit these up there and then weld them, whereas the other ones were welded on the floor. But that is only me guessing. Not sure what that extra crane's lifting or been lifting, unless that is there for this end beam. Now, there's also been talk about expansion to the Co-op Live Arena, which I believe is on this canal side. Sorry, I was getting warning of a aeroplane flying nearby. Can't see it or hear it, so it's usually the helicopter, but no sign of it. So I'll quickly look at the women's. Certainly some sort of structures going on. I will fly over and have a look. Then I've also, sorry, I'm going to turn back round again, because from where I'm stood I can just see the crane lifting. It's obviously temporary because it's yellow. Looks like it's going down. Down to them. So, looks like the stand actually. Looks like one of those. Right. So let's go and have a quick look at the women's, because I can see some sort of yellow framework. Right, I presume that is the, is it like, can't really see on my little screen. Is that the shuttering for the foundations? Looks like it. There's definite some progress there. I say that part has already appeared, sort of out of nowhere. Looks like it's getting a new roof, because this bit is, I say, this bit is staying. They're just extending onto it. But certainly looks like we're going to get closer now to seeing some developments there. So I don't think anyone's training. Right, we'll leave it there. Thank you to everyone who's liked, shared, subscribed, etc. Buy me a coffee links. As I always say, greatly appreciated. I will be back in a couple of days. My sort of busy time I've had at work has finished a bit, so I can hopefully capture a lot more next week. Then I'm on holiday for a little bit, but I'll be back in time for the end of the season, and when the old existing roof starts coming down, because we know that's starting at the end of the season, because they need the cranes on the pitch. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all very soon.